Hey, it's Julie. How are you? How's it going in your 30 days? How many clients can you create in 30 days? Who is joining in and how is it going? I hope you are having an amazing time and getting some results already. If you join in, you absolutely will get results. So definitely make sure you have a look at those posts and get involved because we got some momentum going on here. So today's training was requested, and it's how to go from connecting with someone, say on Facebook, as a friend to actually signing somebody as a client. And this is something I hear all the time, and I've experienced it myself. Is like, that's a bit clunky, that's a bit awkward, right? You're just connecting with someone for the first time, they don't know you from Adam. How do we move that along to potentially working together at some point without being that salesy weirdo, without being spammy and that all those things that just feel so icky to us? So I wanted to address this topic because it's definitely something that's on all of our minds, and it's a journey that I've walked to and still do at times, right? So I'm going to share my thoughts on what I've learned, and this is going to be really valuable to you. So remember to give the video a like or a heart, leave a comment. And if you're on YouTube, because I may share this video there, get subscribed as well. So yeah, today is just to quickly update you. Today is a very rainy day here in England. It's the kind of day where you just want to stay inside and be warm. So I had a couple of client cancellations today, which is really unusual, but it gave me some free time this morning, which has been great. So I'm enjoying a bit of a stay at home, stay warm, and I'm really looking forward to the spring and the warmer weather coming through too. So what are you up to where you are? How are things going? All right, let's dive into today's topic. So what I want to say about this is, first of all, don't get your knickers in a twist about this one. The thing that I've learned about this is, yes, let's keep connecting with new people on social media, but don't worry if they don't immediately become a client. What I've experienced is it's a very natural progression and we don't want to try and force it. Now, just as in real life, you're going to connect with people, and a lot of the people you say hello to in the street or in Starbucks is not going to go any further. It's exactly the same on social media. A lot of the people you connect with, maybe they friend request you, maybe you friend requested them, and you may even say hello in the DMs, and that may be as far as the conversation goes. So that's okay. I just want to start by saying that is completely okay. There's nothing wrong. That is going to happen sometimes. Now, I know that we would rather if every single person we spoke to immediately wanted to become a client, but that's not the real world and that's not what we're dealing with. So just know that a lot of those connections you make may not go any further. That said, they are now in your world, and I hope that you are connecting with people who could be a client, who, when you look at their profile, they display some characteristics of your ideal client avatar. That's who you want to be filling up your friends list with. Now, with that said, it's very natural what I have seen. They come into your world, and this is where having your optimized profile is going to serve you. So when they go have a look, they can easily, quickly see what you do. Now, if you have some killer, amazing content right there too, that's going to hook them in. Other things you can do, just go and have a quick look on their profile, scroll through, comment on something, engage with something. So it's a two-way street. Now, what I have seen is this works best when we have no real agenda. So, we want to really show up just with the idea of connecting. And we're on social media anyway, so why not quickly connect with 5-10 people in a day? Why not? What if you did that 5 days a week and one of those became a client? Would it be worth it? I say yes. So you remember, this is a whole organic system. It works together. So you want to have that amazing content. And then what I tend to do is just send them a DM, and I'll just be like, hey, I actually like to talk to the people who I make friends with on social media. Crazy, I know. Where are you based? Or, oh, I love that picture of your dog, or whatever. So just like a friendly message. I'm not even thinking about selling them at this point. I'm just connecting with a person, right? Now, what may happen then is they may see something on your profile and the conversation may spark. This actually happened with Laura Lucas, and here you commented on my Waitrose post, right? And then we started chatting, and now there's a connection. And I don't know what that connection will be, but there's a connection, right? So that's what I mean by it's very natural. And it doesn't always have to be a client. They could be a JV partner. They could just be someone that you vibe with on Facebook. But sometimes they will be a client as well. But not if you don't connect, not if you don't invite them into your world, not if you don't post that authority content and that engagement content on the regular. And it gets to be easy, it doesn't have to be a chore. But that's what we want to do, and it's very, very natural. Now, what I have seen is once you have that connection, and you get chatting, you learn a little bit about them. Maybe you ask them what they do. Maybe you share what you do. At some point, I may, if appropriate, I have a Facebook group. Here's what we do. Do you want to come check it out? They can say yes or no. It's fine. I'm not trying to ram anything down their throat. Only do that if it's appropriate. And I'm posting on my profile as well, that they can see with invitations and offers. So if they then come and join your group, that's even easier. And if you're doing your lead gen, which you should be with other things like JV interview swaps, networking, going to conferences and meeting people, that's one of my favorite ways of connecting with people. Is like going to conferences about business or financial independence, and you meet those people and you make that personal connection. Those people are much easier, especially when, say, you go do an interview on a podcast and then some people request to come into your world. They're warmer leads. That's so much easier for you to strike up a conversation. And you can even say, you know, what are you looking for? What are you struggling with in this area right now? Or what are you working on? What's going well? How can I best support you? What content would you like to see? That's all being of service, all right? That's not trying to sell. That's not trying to push anything down their throat, because now is not the time. You haven't earned that trust. You haven't earned that expert status just yet. So it's a very softly approach. Now, I know that connecting with people, friend requesting on social media, it's a slow burn. It's not your quickest way to hot leads and clients. But as we're on anyway, we might as well, right? And I absolutely do. And I've absolutely had clients that way. So allow it to be a slow burn, but also be okay with just issuing those invitations from a place of service. One that I love to do then, once you have that connection, is if you're doing a training on a particular thing, like this training, I might say, oh, hey, I just did a training on how to go from friend request to client. Would you like it? All right, so you can absolutely do that. And particularly if there's been some conversation and they have shared what it is they're working on in their business, you can totally send them relevant content that's going to support them and help them, still with no expectation around you're trying to convert a client. That will happen very naturally if you do it this way. So it's about serving, it's about being of service, it's about connecting, it's about being a human being and being in your expert status as well. So trusting, you know, you serving is only a good thing. Now, we can't control how someone else is going to take that or respond. Who cares? Not our business. That's their business, right? You show up, you connect, you decide how many connections per week you want to make. And just like in the real world, you know, it might be a bit awkward at first. They won't all be flyers. They won't all take off, but some will. And you can be the invitation. I used to follow a dating coach that said that. Be the invitation. That is relevant here. So let me know what you got from this. Let me know your experience of this and any particular questions, but really inviting them into your Facebook group, offering to share relevant trainings, events and things we can only ever offer. And then they get to say yes or no, and we respect that. What we don't want to do and what we never do is cold DM someone and like immediately there's a connection. We're like, oh, come and join my group. I can. No, because we don't yet know if we can help them. That's where it feels icky. Let's just have the little back and forth. It's like dating, right? It's like that. Hey, who are you? Marketing is a two-way conversation. I think the bigger piece here is us just trusting. Yeah, that's it. The bigger piece is us just trusting. There's always enough clients. We can trust our path, our journey. It doesn't always feel like that sometimes, but you can. And when you have that level of trust, we're not trying to convert every single person that we talk to a client. And that ironically makes it a lot easier. So I hope this has helped. I'm going to leave it there. Be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know that you have seen this and has it helped.